Thank you for joining Waking Up with Tea. Today I'm coming back to life. My twin wanted to come and visit me to help me clean my apartment because it's a disaster. So she does not know what she's in for, let me tell you. But yeah, this vlog is just going to be a lot of random bits. So make sure you hit like on this video. Also subscribe if you haven't already and comment down below. Today's my first day back at work. I'm excited to be back. Messy hair, but you know I work from home. It's not new for you guys to see me in my car. Excuse me. It's not new for you guys to see me in my car. But the reason why I wanted to vlog this morning is because you guys haven't seen me as much as I would normally post. I am ready to vlog a little bit. Are you ready to watch it? I am up really early. I got maybe about 4.5 hours of sleep. And then it was one of those mornings where you could go back. I could have gone back to bed, maybe. But my mind was so active already that I was like, you know what? I have a lot of errands to run that I was going to run after work. So let me get my morning started. And I haven't gotten ready with you guys on camera for a bit. So, you know, it's just a little getting ready with me, right? Nothing too major. So I thought I'd start out this way. This is a Clinique lipstick. I love Clinique lipsticks. It's the color Enamored. Are you enamored with me? Because I'm enamored with you guys. You're my people. And I'm feeling a lot better, as you can tell. Having COVID. As you guys, I mean, as those of you who have had it or had loved ones who've had it, know, of course, it's not fun, you know. And before we get into this video, make sure you click like. Also, thank you to the new subscribers. We've gained a few new subscribers. Welcome. You guys are my people. Please feel free to comment down below where you're from. I always like to know where people are from. And thank you again to all the continued loyal viewers. You know, this channel, like I've said before, is what it is because of you guys. So it can't exist without you guys. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to put on some makeup. This was the wrong mascara. You know that Target, that vlog I did that included Target? I'll post the link of that video in the description box below. But I picked up this mascara, right? And I was like, I didn't know they changed the package. Well, guess what? They didn't change the package because I got the entirely wrong brand. This is CoverGirl, and the mascara I use is Maybelline. I don't know. I kept thinking, oh, it's CoverGirl. Anyways, but so this is not my favorite mascara. In fact, I'm just using it because I bought it and by mistake, and I'm not gonna like let it go to waste once I realized I'd already opened it and used it by the time I realized my mistake. So I'll show you guys sometime in a video the mascara I use. I love it because it elongates and volumizes your lashes. So if you like the eyelash look without having to like use eyelash extensions or without the false eyelashes, that Maybelline mascara I use is everything, for real, because you can distinctly see how it volumizes and like lengthens the lashes. So that's why I really want you guys to see which one it is, for all the people that like want to be put onto like a good mascara, you know, that's one of the more affordable ones. Because this one is all right, but it's more of a basic one. I took a shower. Well, actually, I took a bath this morning and moisturized. Was like on social media a little bit, and then when I left my apartment, it was so precious. I turned around the corner and there was a deer right by my building eating grass. It was so lovely. It's not uncommon for that to happen, but I haven't seen it happened this year. My twin was in town this past weekend helping me clean because my apartment was atrocious after COVID and like me just resting so much. I was so backed up in everything. But I say all that to say, when she was like in and out of the apartment on Sunday morning, I think, she saw a deer and then its baby eating right, in the same area. So yeah, I love where I live because you could just see like beautiful natural things like that sometimes. And deer are just lovely. They can eat in this grass all they want. As long as they don't go on the road, I'm fine. And I have to say that because I actually hit a deer once in the area that I live in, like a few miles away. So, these deer, they do not play. It was nighttime. I'll tell you, as I'm driving, I'll tell you that story. I am going to turn on the air conditioner. It's almost 7 a.m. Last I checked, it was 64 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's like stuffy in my car, kind of like stale air, stagnant air. And unfortunately, the air conditioner makes less noise than if I roll down my window. On to my deer story though. So one night, this was about probably almost 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago. I was driving home from work. It was a job where I was like a closer, so I got off work after 7 p.m. and it was in around January, so it got dark really quickly. And by the time I was driving home, of course, it was already dark. Unfortunately, I was driving on a roadway where it's one way. Each lane is just one way. So, there's not a passing lane or anything. It's one way, two lanes, one lane in each direction, right? So, I was just driving in the dark. It's not the most well-lit area. There's like a lot of evergreen trees on both sides of the roadway. And there also was not a lot of traffic out, which in this case, of course, was good, right? And on this stretch of roadway that I've traveled down so many times, I think I may have seen deer before on the side of that roadway, but I had never seen a deer cross the roadway, right, or run out. And this particular night, there was a deer that jetted out, and I had prepared myself mentally for this moment because I've seen too many movies where the deer, and I've heard too many stories where like the deer can bust through your windshield and you could get seriously injured or even die. So I was like, heck no. Sometimes people veer off the road because they're trying to save the life of the deer. Just all kinds of scenarios, right? So in my mind, I'd mentally prepared for a moment like this, So I had enough time to assess the situation where I was like, okay, there's a car coming in the other direction and it's probably going to be near me when the deer, like it's coming, that car is approaching me from the opposite direction and I can't like go into the other lane to miss the deer, right? So I just put on my brakes as much as I could without being too dangerous, or I either put on my brakes or I put my foot off the gas. I forget which. But whatever the case was, I hit the deer. And I pulled right over. It was a youngish deer. It wasn't like a little baby deer or fawn, but it was a younger deer, you could tell. And there was a car who drove by like shortly after and ended up checking things out with me. And they rushed over to the deer. They wanted to make sure the deer was okay. And I was afraid. You know, if people who know me know that I don't mess with wild animals. I think deer are beautiful, but at the end of the day, an animal is an animal, and this is an animal out in nature. Even domesticated animals, I don't mess with. And so they have a mind of their own. At the end of the day, they're a wild animal, right? So I was like, I wasn't about to get close to that deer. I mean, I approached it after a bit, once I wasn't shaken up, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, you know, if you've been in any kind of accident at all, it shakes you up, and you just kind of like, dang, I can't believe that just happened. And also, what kind of damage did it do to my car? There's enough damage anyway that was done that I had to take it and get some pretty serious body work done to the vehicle. The good thing is it didn't impact the windshield. You know, I wasn't hurt at all. Unfortunately, when those people stopped by, when they saw what happened, and I was like, oh, like, how's the deer doing? And they're like, yeah, it might be dead. Because, like, the deer was still alive, but, you know, unfortunately, it got hit pretty badly, and that's horrible, you know? And then when I, like, called my family and told them what happened, they're like, is the deer okay? I was like, what about me? What about me? Hello? I was impacted by this deer too. But, I mean, look, I get it. Deer are lovely animals. But it was kind of funny in retrospect. I hope the deer lived, but honestly, I just don't know. What I did do, though, is called, I think I called the state troopers, because if I'm not mistaken, in Washington State anyway, I think the state troopers are the ones that remove or organize to remove like big debris that's on the roadway, big debris or, you know, animals, unfortunately. So I called the state trooper and they said they would send someone out. The way the deer was impacted, though, it was like still on the roadway, and so a little bit, you know, I wanted to make sure, of course, that no one else, you know, was impacted by the deer being on the roadway, and I wanted to also make sure the deer didn't get hurt even further in case it might live. I'm big on problem solving, right? So in a situation like that, if the deer wouldn't have been hurt that much, of course the deer might have been able to like just walk off, and you know what I mean? But if it wasn't like so late at night, I would have maybe called like a park ranger, because I think that would be more appropriate. But because it was, I don't know, it was like 9 p.m. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm calling a state trooper. And I might have told you guys this story way back when in like an early video. So this is one of those stories where you might have heard me say it before, so thanks for bearing with me if you did. Where you guys live, do you have do you see deer? And have you ever hit a deer? Man, it is not fun, you guys. And after that happened, because that same stretch of roadway, I had to drive that roadway all the time, you know, daily, at least 5 days a week, right, because of work. So I was so nervous and anxious every time I got to kind of that particular area in the roadway, thinking like, well, man, if there was a deer, you know, maybe that this is kind of a crossing area for deer, you know, because sometimes with animals in nature, they have certain patterns and like certain areas they might cross, yada yada yada, right? So I just thought, dang it, what if this happens again? You know, I mean, I can't avoid really driving this way. For, I don't know, months, honestly. I was really scared, especially because it was still winter, and you know, when it's winter, like, your ability to see as well is impacted because, hello, you know, you're surrounded by evergreen trees and it's dark out, you know, so it's like already your vision, you're not fully seeing everything as well as you need to when it comes to nature, you know. So yeah, I'm so glad though that now I'm not anxious and scared like that on that roadway, which is good. But seriously, I would grip my steering wheel, like grip it like this, you know, like have you ever seen like an older person in their car, like they're kind of squinting and they're nervous and they're up on their steering wheel gripping it tight? I was that person for a few months, maybe even a year, because of that damn, you know, accident. Yep. After that, I was thinking, I never want this to happen again. I mean, who would, right? And I thought, and I had mentioned to a coworker what happened. They said, you know, they have deer whistles that you can put on your car. And I said, what? And they said, yeah, look it up. So I was looking up deer whistles, and it's like a whistle where people can't hear the frequency of the whistle, but deer allegedly can. From what I researched way back when, some people think this is a legit thing and other people don't believe in these whistles. But anyways, so I was reading up on them and I'm thinking, and some people swear by them, right? Like putting the whistle on their car so that when the deer hear it, hopefully they do not get near you. I ultimately didn't end up buying one because I'm not rolling in the dough, and I think it was at least like $35, and I'm like, and I was thinking, I don't know, based on all my research and the reviews and, excuse me, it wasn't compelling enough for me. My research was not compelling enough for me to buy the deer whistle. It just wasn't. Even though I wasn't rolling in the dough, and I'm still not, I would have dropped that amount of cash if the research showed me better, like info and results and reviews, you know. But yeah, that's crazy that me just seeing this deer makes me think back to that time. I'm headed to Walmart right now. There's a few items I have to pick up. Pick up a belated birthday present for my uncle and a birthday card. Hopefully I can find a good brush for my hair. I need some synthetic motor oil because my oil level is low, so hopefully they have everything I need. Good thing about Walmart is they're open early. So that if you need to go here before you work, if you work kind of like a 9 to 5, you can get in there before, you know, you start work. But COVID really messed with Walmart hours too, because you know how some Walmarts were 24/7, like this one here, but this one is not 24/7 anymore since COVID. It's gonna be a really lovely day, you guys. I'm so excited. See how beautiful the sky is. So excited. How are you guys staying cool this summer? Are you swimming a lot or doing any fun water activities? Let me know. I still haven't done a water activity because of me, you know, my recovery from COVID. I've still been laying low. I don't know, unfortunately, if I'm gonna have time to go to the lake before it cools down too much, so we'll see. I really would like to, but you know what, sometimes it just doesn't work out, you know. A lot of my upcoming weekends in August and maybe even in September are just super busy. Like, I'll be out of town or I have plans, and yeah, so we'll see. Because dang it, I like at least doing one fun water activity every summer. Usually it's going to Lake Coeur d'Alene, which is so beautiful. So right now I'm actually gonna go to Dutch Bros and get a drink because I need a caffeine boost right now. I need some energy. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a hard, rough work day if I don't get some caffeine in me real quick, okay? The lighting's gonna be a little off, you guys, because the sun is so bright. So bear with me, okay? I'm so glad they have a Dutch Bros here. And it's not that packed because it's so dang early. Ha! Ha ha ha! If you're in the Spokane area, you know these Dutch Bros lines get long, and then it's like, I don't often go to Dutch Bros, but it's like, dude, is it worth it? Do I really need a drink this bad? Do I? Okay, so I just got my drink, and you guys, it is a 24-ounce Aftershock flavored Rebel blended drink. So it's an energy drink, and the Aftershock has 4 different flavors: strawberry, raspberry, lime, and I think blackberry. But yeah, so I was going between 2 flavors, this Aftershock or Vampire Slayer. Vampire Slayer had 2 flavors, and my good friend gets these drinks, and she mentioned either one or both of them. So I think I might have had this one before, but anyways, it's been like a while since I've gotten one of these Rebel drinks, so I honestly don't remember the ones that I've tried based on her recommendations, you know. But I got this half off, you guys, so I'm excited. You better believe I'm excited. I'm actually gonna stop my car real quick. Oh, it feels good to just sit here and relax for a moment. There's already a lot of traffic out, so I need this to kick in before I get on the road. Even though Walmart's right here, I am not gonna get on this busy ass roadway until this shit kicks in. You better believe it. People, this roadway, you know how there's certain places, like roads, wherever you live, I'm sure too, that certain roads are just more dangerous than others, or people will speed more in that area than others. This is one of them. So I don't play with this, you know, these roadways right over here. Because I've done gig work on these roadways, and that's how I know for a fact, you know. I'm honestly surprised that I never really see accidents in this certain area. It's very strange though, because it's a high traffic area, so, and people do speed too much. Ugh. This is a good summer drink too. It's blended. It's so thick, but it's so cold and refreshing. Very good. I want to drink more of it too, because I don't want to bring it into Walmart with me, so I want to drink it before it melts a lot. My niece turns 6 tomorrow, which is so wild, you know? But I'm super happy for her. Can't believe it. Growing up way too quickly. She's a Leo. So happy birthday to all the Leos out there. Happy belated birthday. I really like Leo season because you Leos are some of my favorite people. Of course, like my niece, number one, a really good friend of mine. Some good acquaintances I have are Leos. But again, happy Leo season. To all the lions out there. You guys remember how, like 2 videos back, I tested those Starbucks, those new summer pineapple drinks from Starbucks. And I mentioned the first drink was it had passion fruit in it as well. And I said it tasted like cough syrup. And the reason I mentioned that is because this does also have kind of a cough syrup taste. But this is the funny part. When it comes to like an energy drink, I'm okay with a little bit of a cough syrup taste. The reason is because it's an energy drink, you know? And maybe that doesn't make sense. But the way I differentiate it is that pineapple passion fruit drink at Starbucks, it was just like a refreshing drink. It wasn't an energy drink, you know what I mean? So I wasn't expecting that coffee syrup vibe from it. So that's why with that Starbucks particular drink, I wouldn't get it again. But I'm okay getting like a Rebel drink from Dutch Bros, even though it has a bit of that cough syrup taste, because the impact, it'll wake you up, you know? So, and the flavors are good, so. But I do think it's funny. I love the way they blend their drinks, though. It's thick. It's not like, you know those slushies that are really liquid? It's not like that. It has more substance to it, you know, it's not icy. Okay, you guys, got to get to Walmart. If you ever hear creaks when I'm driving on these vlogs, my driver's seat is a little bit creaky. It's Thursday, and I'm so glad it's Thursday. Shit-a-rooney, shit-a-rooney, shit-a-rooney. Yeah. Don't be like me. Don't be like me and vlog and drive. Don't be like me. Especially when you're freaking trying to go on a roundabout. And those of you who have roundabouts in your area, you know what I mean. These roundabouts, oh my goodness. See, that's why I'm so surprised that this area doesn't get more accidents, that I know of anyway, because these damn roundabouts. Luckily, I know how to drive through them, but right now I'm messed up, which was not good, by the way, because I could have created an accident if the other people weren't paying attention and if I wasn't as skilled of a driver as I am, you know? If I would have been a less experienced driver, I would have just gone in an accident. You better believe it. I might have been too scared and made a bad choice. You know what I mean? Like, I might have made a choice where I couldn't then correct my error, you know? But when you've been a driver for over 2 full decades now, you know what I mean? If you make a mistake, sometimes you can correct it easier because you have all that experience behind you. I'm not saying by any means, I'm not advocating for making mistakes though, but you guys know what I mean, I'm sure. Okay, so I think I brought my to-do list. Yes, I did. I'm gonna vlog a little bit when I'm in Walmart. we'll see how much I end up vlogging, because I do have to go to work, or start work I should say, so I can't just take my time too much, you know. But since it's still so early in the morning, Walmart is, this parking lot is pretty darn empty for Walmart, and I like that. Here we are, people. This is a Walmart Supercenter. See, we got the Popo. Dang, the Popo's already here, and it's barely like 8 a.m. See the parking lot? I don't know if you can see, it's not that full. Maybe you can kind of tell. Okay. These are so cute. You guys, they're so cute. Look at these little lunch bags. My niece has a really cool lunch bag. Did you see them? Dude, lunch bags in my day were lunch pails, those hard pails. Then they got into the cloth ones. Took me a while to find my uncle's presents, so I didn't end up vlogging that much in Walmart. I did not expect the total to be what it is, but you know, I didn't go overboard. It's just one of those shopping trips. But that's how these prices are out here nowadays. You guys know, none of us can avoid it, you know. I mean, you have to do what you have to do. But I was at Walmart a little longer than I actually thought I would be. You know what was wild is when I was ready to go to the cashier, I was looking, because I don't like self-checkout, and I should make a separate video on that one. I don't like self-checkout at Walmart, anywhere, period. I know some people swear by it. I don't like it. But I was looking around for a cashier, right? Because, you know, Walmart notoriously has a bunch of, like, lines. Not that they're always open, but there was no cashiers there this morning. Then I asked a lady that worked there, there's no cashiers open. We have to do self-checkout. And she said, yeah, since it's still so early, cashiers aren't here yet. And I was, like, thinking, dang it. I was like, dang it. Because, you know, as you're... You know how it's summer, and as you're walking around in the store, even though it's air conditioned in there, when you're walking around and stuff, you start getting hot. So I was like, dang it, and now I need to do actually work and like load this shit in, scan it, load it, da-da-da-da, and I was like, okay, we got this, I can do this. But see, I need to make a video about self-checkout. You could tell, right? The employees were really nice. So that was good. There's one errand I was not able to do, but I I was gonna do it after work anyway, so at least I got all this shopping done. Excuse me, which is much needed. I'm just thankful about that. Yeah, every employee I talked to was really nice. Like, that is very pleasant, you know? Because you guys know how it is, I'm sure. Sometimes there's just bad customer service. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter how friendly you are, how gracious and kind you are. Some folks just don't provide good customer service, period. You know, I know some people, we can all have bad days, right? However, one, you shouldn't take it out on others. But two, sometimes people are in customer service, and I know you need to get paid, but some folks shouldn't be in customer service. Let me just tell you. They don't have the skill set, you know? But the people today at Walmart, the employees were really cool. They were really good. Like, one guy definitely helped me out. And then the lady up near the self-checkout definitely helped me out. I was so thankful because you know how sometimes when you're shopping, when you actually do have questions and need help, but you can't find the employees? This time, you know, Walmart, they always have a lot of staff at this Walmart anyway, but yeah, sometimes you can't find an employee when you need one. So I was so thankful that when I needed employees' help, they were there, and they were very good at their job and helpful and friendly. So I thank you, Walmart. What? You guys are gonna be like, is she sponsored by Walmart? No, I actually don't even like Walmart. The only reason I go there's two reasons probably, is because of the lower costs and because of the selection of stuff. That's all. I don't like Walmart for a lot of different reasons, but you know, right now, this is what I'm using for some of my shopping, and that's just how it is, you know? I don't think they treat their employees well overall. I'm just thankful for those really hard workers at Walmart, because I know it's a thankless job. I know that. I know that overall, most any customer service job is a thankless job, but it is actually hard work. Despite what people think, when you deal with the public, like I've said before, I probably on here even, as much as you love people, like I love people, right? I really love people. But as much as you love people, customer service and being on the front lines, regardless of what industry it's in, is hard work. And the reason is, it can be mentally taxing, especially when you're adjusting to different people's personalities, and when people get emotionally escalated or upset or angry, or however they want to approach you, you know, that can take a toll on people. And if you're not being appreciated by management or whatever the case is, right, that can take a toll. So like, be good to these customer service people. I am chatty today. Thank you guys for joining me. If you watched this whole video, OMG, thank you so much. Make sure you comment down below the deer emoji, #deer. Also, make sure you hit subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so every time I upload, you are notified. Finally, there is only one you. So don't forget to take care of you. Bye, you guys.